Hello, happy Friday. So today, like every Friday we've been doing lately, we're gonna talk to Axel. And I decided just to let him bring me a message, whatever that message is. There's no direction. Well, it's about awakening, right? Because that's what we're doing this week, but no questions, no direction, just whatever he wants to bring. Okay, so I'm gonna do a reading first with the cards and let him chime in. Of course, he's going to make me pull whatever cards he wants me to pull. And we'll start there, right? All right. So we're talking about awakening. Um, and let's see. Hello, dear. All right. Mm. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So what he's talking about is that and please correct me or stop me if I'm saying something incorrectly, but what he's talking about here is that we're going to have a sense of loss, okay? Because whenever we change, whenever we any change means an end of something and a beginning of something different, right? So if you get married, it's a wonderful thing, but you went from single to married, right? If you have a child, you went from a two people household to three, right? So it's the end of something, and we in all of these instances, even though they're happy things most of the time, right? Getting married and having a baby with the person that you are in love with, it's a good thing, it's a happy thing. But it can have a sense of loss, right? Of the person that we've been until that moment. So we're gonna have a sense of loss, and that is okay. It's okay to grieve that person that we were before the person that we have become or the person that we are becoming, okay? And we also need to let go of the idea. Am I going in the right direction? Okay. Of the idea of this grandiose thing that's gonna happen to us. Now I'm awakened. Oh, no, right? It's a choice. Um, because we could stay asleep if we wanted to, right? We could stay. No, none of all that is BS. um I'm cool with my life. Okay, so it is a choice. You have the choice not to embark in this path, right? um but it's becoming a better version of ourselves, but it's not becoming anything better than anybody else. It's a better version of ourselves. And and we're not gonna become this. We're not going to become Mahatma Gandhi, right? Or you see what I'm saying? Nothing grandiose is going to happen in our life. well, yeah, something big is going to happen in our lives, and we could become, a better leaders at work, at better leaders at home, in our community. Absolutely, 100%. But that doesn't mean that we're going to become this world leaders, right? But what is going to happen if we choose to open up to spirit and open up to our intuition is our life is gonna start going in the flow. What does that mean? It means paying attention to synchronicities. It means paying attention to our guides, because our guides are telling us, I know you want to go right, but you got to go left, right? And that's subtle. So you need to be paying attention. You need to go within frequently every day. If checking in, and if a thought comes in and it has nothing to do with what you were thinking about, or you have something going on, you need to pay attention. That is a message, right? Uh, and what that's gonna do is not that our life is gonna be perfect and that nothing is gonna go wrong in our lives. No, it means that the highs are gonna be higher, but also the lows are gonna be less low. Okay? But nothing grandiose is going to happen. So we need to get rid of that I'm going to be this incredible person now who speaks differently, or yeah, you're going to speak differently, but you're going to, use the same words. You're not going to look like a guru or something like that, is what I'm trying to say. Um, and yes, you may inspire others, but that's not the main goal. The main goal is to inspire yourself, right? Is to inspire yourself. And we might feel a little hesitant to open up to other people about this topics. And that's okay. That's okay. I remember very clearly deciding to come out of the, proverbial closet. Um, you know, when people ask me, what do you do for work? And I will go like, um, I'm I'm a coach. And then I went to, I'm a spiritual coach and teacher. Now I'm like, oh, I'm a psychic medium. And a spiritual teacher and a coach. Yeah, I am. Yes, that's me. It takes time. It takes time because sometimes people go like, have you talked to a doctor about that? Right? And the truth is that everybody I've talked to that don't know this part of me go like, oh, okay, interesting. Do you have a car? So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And you don't have to force yourself to uh publicly announce, oh, I am awakening spiritually. Now I use, take it little by little, and as you're comfortable or not, talk about those things in public, other than your immediate family or your closest friends, right? Because even sometimes with your immediate family, people feel funny about that. But what you are going to feel publicly and intimately is happy. There is a level, there is a different level of happiness, okay? When you commit to yourself and when you commit to be more open to the universe and to spirit and to the earth and the moon, and you I cannot describe this other than it's just a different level of happiness. And I've been happy. I've been happy. Okay. I've been blessed. I have a, I don't miss anything, I have a wonderful home and a dedicated husband and beautiful, smart, healthy children. I've been happy. But this is another level of happiness. And that's the best way I can describe it. That's what you're going to feel. And my life is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, is easier. And I'll take easier any day, right? So that is what's going to happen when you awaken. And especially if you commit to yourself and you commit to spirit and your intuition, life just get easier. Because it's like having a peek ahead. It's like having a little whisper in your ear of the choices that you need to make, the turns that you need to make, and it's just so much better. All right. So that's the message for today. Thank you, Axel, always for your words of wisdom, and happy Friday and happy weekend. And I'll see you hopefully in class tomorrow. And I'll see you next week for group.